Unscripted.
Kind of keeping things a little bit even keel, I like to talk about, the Xbox and the PlayStation 5, and sort of, I've been doing that a little bit every day now, since we kind of did the update with, I was talking to some fans and things like that, not the trolls, but the fans in general, kind of talking about ways that I can kind of transform my channel and do a better job for everybody, and, people wanted to see positive Xbox stuff, positive PlayStation stuff. If there's something negative to talk about, then talk about it, don't shy away from it, but don't try to be overtly negative about anything, and so while I still get bummed out about the lack of exclusives on Xbox and things like that, for the most part I want to stick to a little bit of the positive stuff. There's so much to be excited about, especially over this past couple of weeks. We've gotten so much good news. It just makes sense to be able to keep talking about that stuff, and so that's what I've been enjoying most of all, and hopefully you guys have been enjoying it. I've been seeing some additions in terms of subscribers. I mean, the views obviously are going to be there for a while, but just seeing some of that growth with the likes and the shares and the subscriptions and things like that, it really does appreciate it, as far as that's concerned. So when we do get good news like this from Sony, I felt like it was significant to really talk about, because this is basically an update in a game that I'm really looking forward to, and to see the things that it's able to accomplish for a $399 console. I just find that to be absolutely insane and incredible, and I just wanted to kind of share some of this stuff with people before too long, because I know how everybody is, and people kind of run with stuff and things like that. So it's nice to be able to talk about some of the positivity and things like that. So I was really looking forward to this, and I want to get into this as soon as possible. So let's go ahead and take care of this. What's up, everybody? Crapgamer here with Crapgamer Reviews, back with another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. I really do appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe. I would appreciate that as well. It helps out the channel, and it means a lot to me personally. And it really helps out. Like, if you're looking to help out a rebuilding channel like myself, the best way to do it is a simple like. It goes an extremely long way and means a lot to me personally. And if you're looking for a way to sort of just do a solid to somebody who creates content, the best way to do that is liking or sharing it or subscribing, or there's just hit the bell so you're notified of all the content. So thank you guys so much. Shout out to all the old subscribers, new subscribers, and everybody in between. I think you guys are fantastic, and I'm much appreciated of everything you guys do for me. So it's been kind of a wild week that we've gotten some pretty good announcements by Sony. So I mean, it started off with the Jade Raymond announcement, a new studio. Even though it's not an exclusive Sony studio, they are making a PlayStation 5 exclusive new IP. You had the Play at Home initiative announced 10 free games. You had the announcement of the PS5 VR next gen controllers, which I think look really cool and should be really intuitive with how people game and things like that. I thought that Sony did a really good job with repurposing the PlayStation Move controllers, of course, and getting the most out of those with the PSVR. But I think this is really exciting to see what they're going to be able to accomplish by using new tech specifically designed for next generation VR. I think that's going to be fantastic, and I'm really looking forward to sort of seeing where they can go with that. So like I said, it's been a fantastic Project Athea, that's a little bit of other update we got. We got some news regarding that, and it turns out that is Forspoken. That's the name of that, and that's a 2-year PlayStation 5 exclusive on the console anyway, and that looks to be absolutely incredible. I can't wait to see more from that in the future as well. So we got, like I said, a lot of news coming out, and I think this really goes to show that Sony is kind of on the ball when it comes to this stuff. So but what I wanted to talk about, and also there was the Returnal information. We got like a new trailer and some new info on that, which again, Returnal looks absolutely incredible. It looks like it has an online component, sort of like how I think Dark Souls or Demon Souls used to do it, where you can, I guess, leave messages for other people and stuff like that to try to help them out there. So yeah, I thought that was really cool. And in addition with that, I just also thought that it was really cool to see everybody kind of talking about PlayStation again after Microsoft had a pretty good week themselves. And I think that's really important. That's where competition comes into play. So this is about Deathloop, which I thought was really cool, because Deathloop, it looks like, is going to support ray trace shadows, 4K, and 60 frames per second on the PlayStation 5, which I thought to be, fairly incredible, just to say the least, and I was very much hyped about this and very excited about this, just kind of going forward. And it's just one of those things where for me personally, I was just amped up by it. You know what I mean? I just thought it was really cool. So Deathloop is out later in May. It's a PS5 console exclusive that's developed by Arcane Studios and supports some PS5 exclusive features as well. So this is one of those games where it's going to be exclusive to PlayStation 5 for at least a year, even though it's technically the studio's owned by Microsoft now, and obviously the IP as well. So the game was actually confirmed to run at 4K 60 frames, and an official PlayStation Store listing now reveals that it also supports ray trace shadows. While there's no ray tracing support for lighting in Deathloop, the shadows quality should benefit from the combination of ray trace shadows and ambient occlusion. So they're also adding ambient occlusion as well into this, which is really significant going forward, because we don't really see that too often on the platform, on consoles and stuff like that. So the PS5 console brings Arcane's unique artistic vision to life like never before, allowing players to explore the visually stunning 1960s inspired world of Deathloop in beautiful 4K at 60 frames per second with HDR, ray trace shadows, and ambient occlusion, according to the new listing as well. Other supported features include fast loading, haptic feedback, and adaptive triggers. While there are some PS5 exclusive features, Deathloop is also confirmed for a release on PC, but this is some of the features that it supports on the PlayStation 5 alone. Fast loading: thanks to the power of the PlayStation 5's console's ultra high-speed solid-state drive, your next loop is just a handful of seconds away. If at first you don't succeed, die again, and don't worry about loading times. The adaptive triggers bring new levels of immersion. Each weapon is in the arsenal has a distinctive trigger pool. Block triggers alert players to jammed guns. Hitting or missing with a machete attack has a different sensation with adaptive triggers. Each encounter feels unique in the player's hands. Now, haptic feedback is also present in this game and allows players to feel their experience like never before in a first-person shooter. Each ability and weapon in your arsenal gives unique feedback. Each movement type, running, climbing, sneaking, provides a different sensation. Players will feel a stark contrast of surfaces as they battle through stunning environments. So again, Deathloop is out on May 21st, so not much too longer to wait. Almost 2 months, but that's next to nothing in the kind of grand scheme of things. But it's nice to see that the PS5 is actually going to be able to pull things off like ambient occlusion and ray trace shadows while doing 4K 60. See, this is the type of thing that I really kind of enjoy seeing, is because we're seeing this, these games really take advantage of it. It's like you have to understand where the ebb and flow comes from the technical standpoint, right? You don't want to do full-on ray tracing because then it could kill the performance, and you don't want to go below 60 frames. So you put ray tracing where it makes sense, and you add in the ambient occlusion, and I think that it really makes for a beneficial game for everybody. We get the best of both worlds. Like for me personally, people make too much out of like the whole 4K thing. Like I said, I just don't find the whole 4K thing to be a big deal, and so many other people just look at it as like this huge deal. And for me personally, I never really understood that, because at the end of the day, I just feel like it's just one of those things that's kind of poking along or whatever, and it really just kind of takes time to really kind of figure out what the developers are going to be best at. What I mean by that is they got to find like that sort of idea about what's going to play best and what's going to look best. Like for me, 1440p 60 frames with some ray tracing and things like that works best. Like Spider-Man Miles Morales was a very big kind of proof of this. I love playing that in the 4K mode with 60 frames and ray tracing. I think it ends up being like 1440p, but a smooth 60 frames, and then of course like the ray tracing with the shadows and stuff like that was really cool, just to kind of be able to kind of get used to that, and just seeing how next gen that was compared to the PS4 version, because I was able to play that version too, and it looks good, obviously, but it doesn't look nearly as good or run nearly as smooth as the PlayStation 5 version. And I think that just really kind of goes to show you what's up and kind of what's going on with these developers in terms of what they're being able to accomplish with the next gen hardware and things like that. So yeah, very cool to see that come about. Very cool to see so many people excited about next generation just by everything that's going on with this stuff. I just find that to be very cool. And at the end of the day, I would love your guys' thoughts and opinions on this. What do you guys feel about like the abilities that the PS5 has? I mean, was it really supposed to be able to do 4K at 60 frames per second? I mean, is 4K going to be 4K? Who knows? I'm sure we'll figure it out. Maybe it will be some kind of interlacing upscales or something like that. But at the end of the day, I mean, I'm fine with that. It looks good to me. So let me know what you guys think. Take care of each other. Stay safe, happy, and healthy, and just have a fun time gaming. That's what it's all about. No matter which platform you choose or whatever, I just think as long as you're having fun, that's all that matters. So thank you guys very much for rocking out with me and having a great time while doing so. Take care of each other. Stay safe, happy, and healthy. Rack 'em up. Game on, my friends. Game on. Have a fantastic night. Thanks for watching. Please take a minute to consider subscribing, like, shares, all that kind of good stuff. Hit the bell. Crapgamer out.
Unscripted.